in terms of what I have done in understanding better what air pollution does to natural ecosystems, and then leading to, in the United States, federal regulations to reduce emissions of air pollutants, I think that contribution is large in terms of protecting those natural ecosystems and the human use of them. So it's a matter of understanding how those systems work and how pollutants impact them and degrade them, and then learning how to protect them better into the future. I think in terms of the need that humans have to live from natural resources, we need clean air, we need clean water, clean soil, nourishing food, the services that ecological systems provide. Understanding better how those systems work and how they respond to disturbances like air pollution or other kinds of disturbances allows us then to understand how better to protect them into the future and help us survive. We have a very serious problem globally in that many kinds of environmental disturbances are increasing greatly, and so we have a great need to understand how that system works and responds to those disturbances. So that's what I think my work contributes to. It worries me greatly that the information that scientists work hard to understand and to develop is not considered valid by many people, maybe increasing numbers of people. In the United States, there is a growing trend in that regard, which distresses and worries me greatly. I think there's often a misunderstanding of what science is and what science does. We scientists search for the truth. We never find it completely, but we keep working to try to find the truth, try to understand how systems function, how they work. So the contrast between a belief and a fact is a very difficult issue to try to resolve, because beliefs are not based upon anything other than what I believe, and it doesn't need any foundation of factual or empirical knowledge. So to convince somebody that has a strong belief that they are incorrect because the facts that we know and have discovered over time tell us about how systems work, make it very difficult for communication. So I think the largest and most important issue in this very large and growing controversy is to have communication, to try to communicate clearly about what we're talking about. So if you say, I believe something, as a scientist, I should not say, in my view, that's wrong, you're wrong, but we should find some way to communicate so that we could understand what your beliefs are, what the facts are, and try to find if there's any resolution between that gulf. I love being a scientist. I'm so fortunate that I am able to work and do work that I think is important and leads to a better understanding of the complex world that we live in. I often tell students that I never wake up any morning ever dreading to go to work. It's not work, it's fun, it's what I do. And so many people in the world, when they wake up in the morning and have to go to work, they dread, they don't want to go do that work. I don't have that feeling. I enjoy every day going to work. It's not work for me. So I was lucky to be able to find that career path early, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. I've been fortunate to discover some important aspects of how the world works, such as air pollutants, discovering acid rain in North America, and then how acid rain affects ecological systems, natural resources. And so it is just an absolute joy to be able to be a scientist. How to convince young people? I think it's to show that it's fun. It's important and fun at the same time. And so whenever I talk to young people, including my grandchildren, I tell them that this is an occupation that allows you to do things that are useful for humanity, but also you can have fun at the same time. We have many, I think. We have many issues that are increasing because of our hugely increasing population of humans around the planet. We have increasing environmental stresses on water, on clean air, availability of food. So those are huge frontiers. Climate change is an issue that we have to wrestle to the ground and take action on. It's an important issue. It's changing our planet. We have to be able to understand that and to try to slow its progress and to adapt to it as best we can. We have to stop denying that it's an issue, because it is an issue. Clean water is a huge issue around the globe. Even in my country, the United States, where we have an abundance of water in many places, we also have shortages of water, clean water, regularly. So I think in terms of the frontiers, disease ecology, the ecology of disease, as climate change affects the environment and we have disease vectors now appearing where they haven't appeared before or where they haven't appeared for a long time, those are issues that we have to understand better and try to resolve. So clean air, clean water, the growth of the human population and its impact on natural systems, disease ecology, invasion of exotic species, the diversity of life on our planet. These are all major frontiers. I call that whole suite of issues human accelerated environmental change, because humans are accelerating the change on those systems and those issues greatly.